Good evening, Mr. Bond, and everyone else. Hopefully, you're all well on this public holiday in the UK. I know a lot of people are working today, so it's unfortunate they couldn't make it. But we are watching A View to a Kill, the last outing for Roger Moore, or Sir Roger Moore, as he became. And this was 1985. Now, this is the first Bond I saw in a proper cinema. I'd seen Octopussy before, but it was in a small local theatre. But this was a big screen event for me, same year as Rocky IV. So, let's get this started. If I press play, we can start seeing what's going on. Got the MGM Lion. And then we get this warning that the name Zorin has nothing to do with anything actually real, because there is a Zoran company that was back in the 80s that no one checked on. To not offend them, they had to put that in, that little warning. And then got the same Roger Moore look from 10 years previous. They haven't updated the gun barrel scene. And then what we have here is Iceland doubling for Siberia. And apparently this is the first time that Bond actually ventured into Russia. Good evening, Mr. Cero. How are you, sir? Now, hang on. While I remember, I will be putting the link in the chat. So if you did want to pop on and say hi, you're more than welcome. No pressure. So, Bond is in Russia, Siberia, picking up the microchip that will have very little to do with the rest of the film. And then what you may notice is that Roger Moore actually isn't in Iceland. He's on set somewhere. So you'll never see a wide shot of him in the snow. We filmed it in the studios at Pinewood, which they'd just got burnt down by Ridley Scott's Legend film. And the younger, fitter person skiing there is obviously not the 57-year-old Roger Moore. And what starts off as quite serious, finding a fallen comrade and getting the information required, being chased by the Soviet soldiers, takes an unexpected turn soon. So yeah, you don't actually see a close-up of his face unless it's with a bad green screen effect. So yeah, there he goes. There's Roger Moore on set. There's stuntman in the Iceland. No. So yeah, you never get, because he's got fur around his face and glasses, you never actually see Roger Moore. And these days of HD have certainly brought out those effects worse than they are. There you go. There's the terrible green screen that they have not improved on since Goldfinger. Now, this is where the film takes a turn and never recovers, really. So first of all, this is the first probably anyone ever saw snowboarding back in 85, and the man doing all the stunts is actually the inventor of the snowboard. I can't remember his name, but he's pretty good at it. But the song California Girls is not even the real version. It's a cover. I think one of the Beach Boys is singing it, but he couldn't call it the Beach Boys. And yeah, I was supposed to be outside tonight, but the weather is untrustworthy, so I moved it indoors. So it'll probably be May before I can do an outside show. And it's a pretty convincing model, this helicopter for the most part. There's some snow on the screen there. Yeah, that's when the model gets taken out. Looks like it's going to softly land. And pretty big explosion though, which is nice to see everyone. And then this is where the film also gets into trouble, with Bond being 50-something and his ladies being 20-something. Not that I expand on who the hell she is. And they will be in this submarine for 5 days, apparently, together. So let's hope they get along with their caviar, vodka, and cheese. I don't know why they'd have a sofa and turns into a bed on a British Secret Service submarine, but it does have mood lighting. Because yeah, this is a couple of years after the last film, opposite Octopussy, where Roger Moore has had some surgery, had his mole removed and such. And now we get the song by Duran Duran, which was actually made it to #1 in the charts in America, only #2 in the UK. That's the first Bond film to be Bond theme to be really successful. And there's the name, A View to a Kill, which, as advertised in the previous Bond film, was going to be from A View to a Kill, which is the name of the short story in the, what's the book? I think it's The Spy Who Loved Me. It's short stories. And there's actually nothing in this film that's similar to the short story. You know, Patrick McNee's also in this. David Yip, who was in Temple of Doom in the same year, gets taken out in that as well. The Bond superiors. Papillon Susu. Don't know who that is. Yeah, this is like a 4-minute long version of the song that they had to put the title sequence to. After this, they limited it to 3 minutes. Because this film is, 2 hours, 10 minutes with titles and end credits. Hey, who's this? Hey,
it's the ice cream man.
Hi, how are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Just taking a little break before I have to start making terracotta flower pot lighthouses.
How many?
They're called terracotta. You know, terracotta.
Oh,
yeah, you can take them and make a lighthouse out of them. And I have to make 3.
Good luck.
My mom goes, I need these by June.
Starting in May. April, bloody hell. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to start painting them and do all that stuff today.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, well. Well, thanks for joining me.
No problem. It's been a long time since I've seen some of these older ones, though.
Yeah.
Older Bond
Not many
movies.
people watch this one as well.
Those intros, though, not just the songs, but like the visuals, which is
I think was it Morris Binder that does them, or used to. But...
Friday the 13th did a little parody of one of them.
Yes.
Part 6.
Oh, it's 6. Yeah, not the. Yeah, it comes in the slashes. So yeah, there was a bit of a tradition in the 80s and 90s in the UK where it's a public holiday today called a bank holiday. So all the banks are shut. And then there was always a Bond film on the telly.
Yeah, that works.
It's sort of a tradition, I think.
You can't really go that wrong with a Bond movie.
No, I guess they had plenty to choose from because there's about 3 or 4 Mondays, public holiday Mondays a year, if not
And
more.
the fact that there's how many years have they been doing this? Since the 1960s? Or was it the 50s? Because they did a TV one?
Yeah, there was that TV special or whatever that with an American, wasn't it? They're playing Bond, I believe.
Well, it was the one. It was based on somehow Casino Royale.
Oh, Casino Royale, yeah. So Peter Sellers and David Niven and Woody Allen. Yeah, that doesn't count apparently. Jimmy Bond.
I mean, come on. Oh, Q. The original Q was the bomb.
He was good. I saw him at a Comic-Con once, not only from a distance, but it was like a couple of weeks before he died in a car crash, unfortunately.
I mean, nothing against the guy who played him in the remake or the reboot or whatever you want to call them.
Ah, yeah.
No one can ever take over.
No. Yeah, because this is his. Yeah, he lasted. Well, what's this? 85, and then at least another 10 years. He was in these and still going. So he's been through all the Bonds.
Who destroyed his fishing boat? What kind of person has a fishing boat that can go underwater?
And torpedoes and rocket launchers and and is allowed to build it in his work
with British taxpayers' money.
Hang on, that's a point. I paid for that.
Just tell him you should. Yeah, your taxes pay for it. You should have a day with it.
I'd probably crash it worse than Bond did. So, what's your history with Bond? Have you seen them all? What is that now? 20, 30?
Oh, most of them, but I've never seen the one with the one guy who did one movie after Connery did it.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Okay, yeah.
So about the premiere, he showed up with like shaggy hair and sandals.
Yeah.
They weren't too happy.
Yeah, an Australian fella. But yeah, some now say he's one of the best films that one is now.
Okay, but Bond's supposed to be British, right?
Yeah.
How many years before an actual British person played him?
Well, I suppose Moore was English because Connery's Scottish, Lazenby was Australian, and then Moore was English, Dalton's Welsh, and I guess Daniel Craig Irish heritage, I believe. I don't know.
I do like Daniel Craig's take on him, though.
Yeah.
A bit darker, not quite as silly as he saw some of these other ones.
Yeah. Although it's part of the thing now to be somewhat silly, because none of it can be taken that seriously, I guess.
Oh, no. Grace Jones, man. Have you seen Grace Jones these days?
Still looks the same, doesn't she?
Still dresses the same, too.
Yeah. Because she was a pop star back then.
And she's Jamaican.
Yeah. So, she got this job after being in, Conan the Destroyer. Showing off her fighting skills.
She might have been one of the only highlights of that movie. I didn't like it as much as the first one.
No, I loved it as a kid because it's all like, ooh, monsters and fighting and that. But yeah, you can see its flaws these days.
We used to have a horse racing place where I lived over near Seattle.
Yeah.
Never really went to them because I never really saw the fascinations of watching horses run around.
No, I've only been to one horse racing event, and it wasn't that special.
I mean, if you win a whole bunch of money, then it's good. But
yeah, that helps if you've got big money to put down first.
But otherwise, nah.
No. And then this is the British version where you have to dress up fancy.
I guess that horse doesn't like Grace Jones.
She's the only one strong enough to. Yeah. She was ripped back then, and I think she's still pretty muscular now, isn't she?
She really, I mean, she had her own fashion sense.
Yes. Yeah, because have you seen Vamp?
Not yet. I want to.
Yeah, she's not wearing much in that, but it's a lot of it's all weird shit as well.
Well, she didn't wear much in Conan the Destroyer, if I remember right.
No, well, yeah, and later on this, and when she's practiced fighting Christopher Walken, she's got like, what was it, thong on, a thong vest combo. Right.
This is grand, man. They big grand thing they got going here for just watching horses.
well, now he's in Paris because the film doesn't tell you, but it just suddenly jumps to interview this private detective who's dubbed by someone else, and it's called something Achilles' Aubergine or something, which you'd call eggplant.
I know that. Did you know that in the Mad Max, when it came to America, they dubbed Mel Gibson?
I know.
Like, no, and someone goes, they go, no one will understand what an Australian's, speak saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's the same language.
When I heard that, I thought it's not really a thick accent, is it?
No, it's English. You understand what they're saying. Just got an accent.
Yeah. But yeah, this is. I don't know. Yeah, if you remember, she kills him with a poisoned butterfly toy. So you got this weird stage show where this woman's whistling at butterflies, and they're just flying. How the rich
butterflies. Oh, great.
She could have shot him from a mile away.
We've had killer rabbits, killer snakes, killer slugs, killer frogs, and now killer butterflies.
Yeah. So it's premeditated as well. So they have to set it all up.
The one thing I miss about the 80s is the TV shows and the movies. The fashion styles and the hairstyles, no.
Yeah, big hair is, definitely too much. Not enough hairspray anymore.
So they're always talking about how we've screwed up the ozone and stuff. Blame the 80s.
Yeah.
Blame all those heavy metal rocker people who had to use like about 12 cans of spray a day just to get the hair out.
Yeah, there's probably quite some truth in that. Because it's when we found out those spray cans in the 80s caused the ozone layer to disappear, and they had to change it to something else. It all went somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, just tangled up.
Where are they at? That's supposed to be like
that's the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. So they got poor old Roger Moore running up the steps.
Just for a few scenes, the rest of the time it's his stunt double probably.
Yeah, they did say all his stunt people made a lot of money this year because he's barely doing anything. Yeah, and they got especially this bit when he's
they have a name for that. It's not regular parachute. What do they call it?
Yeah, what is it?
The
base jumping ones.
Yeah, probably because that's actually this jump. Because a sports activity or whatever they do.
Yeah. Steals this poor guy's car.
Well, he really was flying. He didn't pull him out that hard.
Yeah, he's dubbed as well. He's not even
What is
looking at it.
that?
Some good stunts in there because
Get
this
the
one
guy's
coming out.
dramatic reactions to seeing his car doing things.
Yeah, a little Renault go. There's a big jump. So it jumps onto a moving bus, which is pretty. Just catches the end as well.
How long did it take him to do that jump?
Yeah, you'd have to time it, wouldn't you? Because you have to be
The timing, getting the speed, and all that, everything just right.
the man with different color hair in the car driving from the back. And
Okay, that's some Smokey and
Yeah?
the Bandit stuff right there.
that is, yeah, because a car with no petrol tank or
It's
brakes. And then you got. Yeah, it's not even Bond. Now it's Bond. More, I should say. Not more. And then a dummy falls onto this cake.
It's the wedding cake too.
Yeah, he falls on this cake. He doesn't get a bit on him. He's still wearing a tuxedo.
And he's probably not wearing shoes that are good for running in.
Yeah. You're never prepared, are they, Bond?
I mean, I've never tried the running dress shoes, but I'm sure it's got to be.
There's no grips on them. And then
Christopher Walken is such a cool actor.
He is, isn't he? This
It really
is before
wasn't.
it became.
Yeah, it really wasn't until Prophecy that I really got into him.
Yeah, is he in the second one? I can't remember.
He's in
If
the
he
first
came back.
one. It's just his performance in it. I thought was awesome. That's when I really realized this guy is really good. He's badass.
Yeah. But yeah, he's the first Oscar winner to be in a Bond film as an actor, anyway.
Who do you think they're going to go for the next Bond?
I don't know. I think it'd be someone young and unknown. Because that's what they did with Craig, really. And everyone else. They weren't.
I got that last one on Blu-ray. I still got to watch it.
Oh, you've not seen it yet?
No, because I started collecting all of his and looking for the other ones on Blu-ray. I can only find them on DVD.
Oh, right. Okay.
But they break them up. When I find them, it's best of Sean Connery has James Bond. Best of this person. Like, no. I want them from the start.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, they were. Well, when the 90s, when I've got the VHS box set of the first 18 films in a box set, and on VHS it's like this big and heavy as a car.
The old.
Now you get
I miss seeing those old box sets. There was a store that used to be here called Suncoast. You used to go in and look at all the VHSs and you see them. And then Suncoast's parent company went out of business.
Oh.
That was if you went to a mall at one point. If you went to a mall and you wanted to find me, look for Suncoast.
Yeah. So, yeah, because I grew up on Bond, so I've seen all of them multiple times, every single one.
But man, he was the coolest. Bond's the coolest. He's got he's got the style. He's smooth. He's got all the car. Well, okay. Doesn't have good history with cars, but he's still got the cars.
He's got good cars. I bet sometimes. I don't think he had. Yeah, I don't think he gets one in this one.
Q. I mean, Q's probably just every time bring it back. and one of them, I can't remember. I want to say he goes bring it back in one piece, and he brings back just the steering wheel. He's like, there you go.
Yeah, one piece. What more do you want?
Yeah, when you say what bring it back in one piece, be Pacific.
Yeah, well, it's like every time there was a new Bond film out for that year, I'd watch every film in a row before the new one came out.
That had to take a lot of time after a while.
Yeah, each film's average is about 2 hours, but it was over months, so I could spread it out. But yeah, it happened. That was I did that for every Craig film anyway, and I've seen the new one about 3 times now. So
that's the. I should actually I got a stack of movies I got to watch, so I can't get to that new one yet.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a over 2.5 hour one as well. So you'll need to set some time aside for that one.
Well, I sat through the entire Snyder cut of.
All right, yeah.
Hell, I sat through the second longest cut of Das Boot in one sitting, only taking an occasional bathroom break.
Oh, well done.
That's like what, 5 hours, 5+ hours.
Yeah, yeah, because it was a TV series originally, wasn't it? Hi, Al.
I think it was a full length movie, but there's like different versions of it, and so they seem to get, instead of getting shorter, they got longer and longer and longer.
Yeah, because I got about 2 or 3 versions of it on VHS.
Hey Al, I just randomly like checked it out from the library, and I just go, I can do this, and sat there like, some of the scenes like just kind of carries on a little bit.
I don't think I've seen it for a long time now. Oh, yeah, that's Alison Doody there, who is the bad girl in Last Crusade.
Oh,
I never recognized it before.
I think I got the Last Crusade on VHS. Not sure.
I got a couple of copies on VHS. Actually, I got about 3 copies now. Thinking about it.
I just had to throw away a whole bunch of VHSs. They were in bad shape.
Okay.
I saved what I could, but
I don't know.
Plus, no one's gonna want National Geographic movies.
Yeah. If you want to join, Al, there's a StreamYard link there. If you've got time to pop in and say hi. So, what film are we watching next time?
Smokey and the Bandit.
That was it. Did I bring that downstairs? No, I didn't. Together. Yeah, that'd be good. Carnage. What's this doing? Oh, yeah. Finding bugs in the bedroom. Never mind. Everyone's working today.
It's Monday.
Yeah, even in the UK where it's a public holiday, everyone's working. I guess it's double time pay. Now, I'm on Al's channel on Friday.
Oh, I think he said something about that.
Yeah, hang on, what are we watching? Murder on Flight 503, I think it is. So that's going to be fun.
Damn, it's been cold here.
Yeah, it's like around here.
Waiting for it's springtime. It's supposed to be warm.
Yeah, because, well, what was it? Was it Monday? Saturday was hot here. So I did a test stream outside and thought I'd be doing this out there, but can't trust the weather tonight. It's a bit windy. It could rain, so I'm going to get electrocuted.
I live in like a farming area. There's a lot of like different orchards and stuff.
Okay.
And they have these big fans on. They turn them on to keep the crops from freezing.
Okay.
They turn them all on. Have been. It's loud. I'm like 10 miles. I'm a good distance away, and it's still loud.
Oh, right. Okay.
Getting used to it though.
Does it sort of white noise you to sleep?
Yeah, and then they're gonna stop, and I'm gonna have trouble sleeping because I'm gonna get that used to it.
That is the other issue, isn't it? If you get used to a white noise, you need it all the time.
The first night it was so loud.
What is it, heated?
The first night it was so loud. My windows, I could swear I could hear them vibrating at times.
Bloody hell!
Because we got a co-snap, I think is what they call it.
Yeah, we've had a couple of days of hot or warm anyway, and then it's dropping again. They're going to be wet. Hopefully May will be nice. Nothing suspicious about those sunglasses.
Nope. No, 1980 sunglasses.
Hardly Ray-Bans, are they? Stick out like a sore thumb.
Those old sunglasses are actually, nowadays you see them, they're pretty cool.
Yeah. So where were you in 85 when this came out?
I was 85. I was born in 78, so I would have been in Virginia.
Oh, right. 78 and about 7 years old.
So 85, that would have been, what movies came out in 85?
Yeah.
There was a few horror movies, a few sci-fi movies.
Yeah, was it Fright Night? 85? Rocky 4?
Might have been one of those years where it was just, movie. Certain years where it gets certain years, you look and there's movies that just explode, like everyone knows.
Yeah. The Back to the Future, so that definitely came out in 85, I think. But yeah. Yeah, Ghostbusters was 84.
It'll be another few years before we got Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, I was 89. You think you'd enjoy a job where you dress up all the time with bow ties and proper shirts and everything? Or do you think I'm sick of this shit?
Hell no with the bow tie. You can't get me to wear a regular tie without me bitching. So there's no way I would wear a bow tie.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had to wear a tie.
My graduation, I dressed up all nice, had the tie. My parents go to congratulate me. I'm like, give me my bag with my clothes. I don't care about the congratulations. I got to get out of this. While I'm rushing with my clothes to the bathroom to get out of it.
Oh, because, I went to a school where we had a uniform where it was a blazer, shirt and tie as well, and shoes. So I had that for 5 years.
Not to be morbid or anything, but I would have killed myself if I had to do that.
It wasn't like it looked tidy on me anyway. It was all misfitted and.
My high school was near one of those one was Christian or Catholic schools, and we would see the kids in the uniforms, and they looked miserable.
Yeah. Still a lot of schools that still wear ties and blazers in the UK.
We got a few here.
I think it's getting a lot more relaxed these days.
Because kids don't want to dress like a dork.
Yeah. Well, even businesses don't even dress ties anymore. Offices and that, do they?
Yeah, things have got really lax.
Especially since people are working from home as well. They don't want to dress up after that.
They got used to just basically wearing whatever. If they're doing Zoom, you're lucky if they're wearing pants.
Yeah, you just put the fake background up so you can't see you're in bed, and then in your jammies.
There was a kid, he was doing a Zoom for school. His mom walks out of the bathroom butt naked. Realizes he's on Zoom, and you just see her just rush right back.
There's several questions to that one.
like, do you know your son has to take Zoom classes?
How could he's either going to be a hero or hated?
And there's a pain in the ass to use Zoom.
Yeah. They made some money from the lockdown.
Oh yeah.
Is that? I'm trying to think if that. Yeah. Grace Jones's real hair, these little tufts, because she had a shaved head earlier, and this is only
she
the
did
same
a
week.
lot of she did a lot of wigs.
Yeah, it must be.
She, I want to say, was on the soundtrack to Demolition Man. I'm not sure. Was she? Because she has a song called Demolition Man. I don't know if that was before Demolition Man or afterwards.
Yeah. Because, Sting has the song in the film Demolition Man.
So that might be who I'm thinking of.
And it was an 80s film, 80s song, but they made it a bit more rock and bass for the film. Yeah, I had that on cassette. Now, did you know there was an Avenger in this film?
A what? Which one? Is that from the movies or from the old TV show?
Ah, well spotted, sir. Yeah. It's that guy on the screen right now.
I forgot there was a TV show.
Well, yeah, because... Oh, hang on. Hi, Dutch. How are you, sir? The link, if you want to join, there's a code there. You can join if you want, or just watch. But yeah, that's Patrick McNee, who was in the Avengers and the New Avengers when it came out back in the 70s with a different crew, but he stayed on.
There wasn't a movie 2 for it?
Yeah, that was my next quiz question. Yeah, that had Ray Fiennes in it, who went on to play M in the Craig era Bonds. So he made in the film with Uma Thurman and Sean Connery, The Avengers, based on the TV show. And then when the first Marvel Avengers film came out here, it had to be renamed. It couldn't be called The Avengers. So it was called Avengers Assemble in the UK.
Which, oddly enough, at some point there was... I'm not sure, but my first Avengers movie actually might say that.
Yeah, I think some of them probably do, because it's, they have to use it up, I guess. But I think,
plus, that was the big quote, Avengers Assemble.
Yeah. And no one actually called it that when they bought tickets. They just said, one for the Avengers, please.
I see they dropped the trailer for Thor Thunder and Love or whatever. I've yet to really watch it.
Yeah, I saw it earlier, just on my phone, but it does look interesting where it's going. Because Lady Thor turns up, and is she good or bad?
I think she is in the comics too.
Yeah, there's some
his
different stories there. Sorry?
This is X.
Yeah, this is because much of the last time we saw her in the films, when I didn't even see her properly in Endgame, when they have to get the red stuff out of her and then put it back in.
They mentioned her though in one of the later movies, saying that she was like in hiding or something.
Yeah, she's been. Yeah, Natalie Portman didn't want to do any, so didn't really need her. But now she's back as Thor, which is with a healed. Whatever the hammer's called. I can never pronounce it.
We need a Mr. Bean James Bond crossover.
Oh yeah, well, we had the Johnny English.
Have them in the shared universe.
And sort of that. Oh, hang on. What's this? I was watching one of my vids. I believe that the movie. Airplane was also called Flying High in the Netherlands. Yeah. I was in Australia once. I was watching telly and it said Flying High was on, and I started watching it, and then I thought, hang on, this is just Airplane. I'm like, yeah, it's called Flying High in several countries. Okay.
For some strange reason, I found myself looking up Dick Tracy last night.
Oh, the movie.
And the old comic. I don't know why. I just went, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, that's not been... That was in the 30 years ago now.
Claims we're going to get another... He's been claiming for years we're going to get another one.
Yeah, he keeps saying, oh yeah, we're going to do another one. Oh, hey, Play Tender Guy, hi. Welcome, sir. Having a late dinner. Oh, you got such a fun, guilty pleasure film. Yeah, that is true. Always enjoyed For Your Eyes Only. Yes, that's a good one. Moore did some cracking films, despite his age. Because I think he was like 45 in the first one.
Oh, you gotta have the big, strong. You gotta have the big, strong guy.
Yeah, he always takes out the big, strong guy with his brain, not his brawn. Because Roger Moore and McNee there also played Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson in a TV movie of Sherlock Holmes Goes to New York. And there's Grace Jones.
She always was sticking bones. So skinny to me. I was like, she's a fit, but to me, she always looks super skinny.
Yeah, she was.
Probably had like no body fat or whatever.
I think if you have the HD version, she does a kick where you can see her pelvic area, little pubic hair. Someone says, "I should read." Dutch. Yeah, Roger Moore's last one.
Who did it after?
What his last line is.
Who did it after Moore?
They did Dalton then, with The Living Daylights in '87. So it didn't take long to cast, because this was on and off going to be Moore's last film, but he decided to do it because they offered him a lot of money because the last ones were successful.
Man, Bond is definitely one of the longest runs. Got to be one of the longest running series ever.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, Bond, Godzilla.
Oh yeah, because
the only one who could probably top it is Dracula. Well,
yeah,
King Kong, but which was 1933. Can't remember what year Dracula came out.
Yeah, it's gonna be the 30s, isn't it? But yeah. Roger Moore's a very fit stuntman again. Because apparently he and Grace Jones didn't get on at all. And then she would like play very loud music in her dressing room and he couldn't have his afternoon nap or something. It was one of the reasons. And she wouldn't turn it down for him. There you go. It's a touch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then, and then suddenly they're having a sex scene together for no reason. And apparently Grace Jones left a big giant black dildo in the bed for when Roger Moore got into it. As a joke.
That's a good one. My favorite prank to date was a wrestling one where a wrestler parked his car.
Right.
In between the time he parked and got back, someone removed the engine.
Fuck.
So he gets out there, he's trying to start it. Why isn't it starting? Gets up, opens it up. That is a good prank. Would piss somebody off like hell. It'd be expensive to fix.
Yeah. Jeez. Because, how would you lift it out even if you could undo it?
You got to have everything prepared. You got to have someone there with all the equipment to come in, pull it out, not make a mess so there's no signs.
Because, at least with
it's a good
it's a good one. It's the only one to go for like Animal House where they put the horse in the office. It dies.
Best horse scene ever in a movie goes to Animal House.
Yeah, my favorite bit is when he's after it's died and it's still in the office, legs in the air, and then the bloke's on the phone, and then you hear a chainsaw start up in the background.
But like they do a freeze frame after they fire the gun.
Yeah,
it looks up and it freeze frames.
Other than as the donkey on cocaine and pills in Bachelor Party. For the donkey show. Turn off. But yeah, the only one car related I can know is Real Genius, where they dismantle his car outside and put it together in his room. Which would take some effort.
That's one movie I hope they never remake, because that's a classic.
Well, they have. There's a TV show, isn't there? They've done recently.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Same with Uncle Buck. They did a new TV show, didn't they?
A lot of movies got turned into TV shows. It's hard to know which is which.
Yeah, I get confused. I have to check to see if there are any before.
For all we know, there's a James Bond TV show.
Wow, you say that there is
probably
rumored.
in India. It's gonna probably be in India, and it's gonna have musical numbers in it.
Well, I think Amazon might be doing one.
They were supposed to be doing Rambo.
Yeah, especially a Rambo TV series. There is the Rambo Commando Indian films. Yeah, Rambo cartoon, which is odd.
But they were going to be doing a Rambo one. I kind of want to see it.
Yeah, be good. Actually, that Rolls Royce is actually the producer of Cubby Broccoli's Rolls Royce. They let him use it for the film, I guess, to save money. Not a bad job if you silver Rolls Royce.
Yeah, the thing's big too, it looks like.
Yeah, they're not small cars. But that one gets pushed into a lake later, but apparently it's a one without an engine. They just push into the lake so they can drag it out later without damaging it. It was to have two Rolls Royce on set. A lot of advertising here. So you got Michelin, you got BP, you got all sorts of stuff. Where are we? We're still in France, you know? Yeah. That's why there's all those French cars.
BP. I want to say we had BP here at one point. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think they are a global company. Probably come under different names or own different petrol companies over the world.
Have you seen those new driverless cars? No steering wheels. No steering wheels.
Not even a steering wheel. Oh no. Are they like taxis or something? Like
it's all like AI. You can just, pop in and it just sit back.
Like you still keep threatening flying cars, which is.
Hey, according to Back to the Future 3, we should already have flying cars.
Well, yeah,
self-dry. We should have self-drying clothes, hoverboards, flying cars, and what else?
So many things. Jaws 19, I'm still waiting for, or whatever it was. Morning, Matthew. How are you?
Hey.
The link there, Matthew, if you want to join us for a few minutes. Hey, Dutch. Hey, Matthew. All right. What do we got? Yeah, not much happens in this film, really. He's snooping around this guy. The guy knows who he is, as always. And then the guy tries to kill him several times, unsuccessfully, with elaborate...
Always trying to kill Bond. But remember, before they try to kill Bond, they has to give away his whole master plan.
Yes.
That's like a golden rule for bad guys. Before you try to kill them, give away your master plan.
Yeah. Despite the fact they're on this race course, no one's there. It's all his henchmen. He could just take a gun out and shoot him and no one would do anything. But then we wouldn't have a film, I guess. So they have to find ways for him to escape.
And without James Bond, we wouldn't have gotten Austin Powers.
I was just thinking of Austin Powers where Dr. Evil's son says, "Well, I got a gun. I'll just take him, shoot him in the head. He's done." No, we'll put him in this room and not watch what happens.
That must be like a super villain, rule book we need to get our hands on.
No problems, Matthew. Yeah, Matthew's in. It's like 5 a.m. in Australia there, so.
It's almost 1 here.
Okay.
In 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's got 9 p.m. here. Nearly 10 minutes.
time zones, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So Matthew's already on, what day is it? Tuesday.
Oh, so you can tell us how the future is.
Yeah, give us the lottery results. They didn't have to kill the old man.
I don't think there's a no killing old man rule. I think it's only a no killing kids rule.
Oh yeah. So Dutch is also ahead of us by an hour. Yeah, I keep forgetting Europe's ahead of us. America's behind. Australia's way in front.
Yeah, we're trying to people in America. The government's trying to get rid of daylight savings time.
Yeah, I see that.
Everything's going on, and they want to get rid of that. That's what they want to bitch about. American government at work, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I wouldn't if someone had to have the idea because.
But we can blame UK because remember what we had. They started us off. You know, so what we know, we learned from you guys in the UK.
The one thing you copy is what daylight savings. Get an extra hour in the what is it in the fields and the farms.
We can just every time America does something bad, blame UK. We learn from them.
Well, I suppose that is true, but you don't have to do it.
And how many people cried during this scene?
Because the Rolls Royce got sunk.
That's my dream car.
Yeah, a bloody expensive one. Even just
there was someone in the movie theater crying because they just love that car.
Well, yeah, it's like when you see all these Ferraris and they're getting pancaked in modern films and Lamborghinis. Even though they're only shells or replicas, it's still a shame.
Yeah. But there's still some, automobile lovers, so it's such an extreme lover that they got to cry.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's got advertising for Michelin here on the tires.
I can't blame Canada because I live really kind of like a few hours from Canada, so I have to be nice to Canada.
Within a stone's throw.
I'm like 6 hours from Canada, so I got to be nice to Canada.
That's not that far. That's quite far.
I'm Washington. I'm in Washington State, and that's one of the states that borders on Canada.
Ah.
So I got to be nice.
Yeah, you'll be first hit. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, there's Dolph Lundgren in the background in his first acting appearance.
He was in this?
Yeah, there he is, right there. Just see him behind the Russian general. Of course,
is he supposed to be like a bodyguard or something?
Yeah, he's the general's bodyguard, but in the you can see him in the widescreen version, but not the 4x3. So you see him fight someone in a second, but yeah, he was Grace Jones's boyfriend at the time, so she got him a part in the film.
Okay, that explains a lot. That's why we got He-Man, huh?
Nepotism. Yeah, well, yeah, it was only a couple of years after this, wasn't it? Yeah. Because yeah, he was on the set of this when he was getting ready for Rocky IV. So yeah, look at that. She's strong. Oh, there's Dolph with his gun out in a second. Hang on, I'm a bit ahead now. She probably could really lift that guy as well. There he is. And she throws him on him, I think. Yeah, and then there he is. He comes to his rescue. There.
That's a crappy ass bodyguard. Just stands like, oh.
Oh. So, yeah. Click the wrong one. Right.
That'd be me as a bodyguard. I'd be standing with my mouth open like, oh, shit. What do I do?
Yeah. Oh, who do I shoot? Have you seen Sean Connery in Goldfinger?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I watched. They had a show called Mythbusters.
Yeah.
When they busted the myth about the gold paint.
Yeah, apparently it wouldn't kill her.
They said it just gets you dizzy or something. Does it?
Yeah, because it blocks your pores and you can't breathe. But yeah. But maybe they use lead paint.
Despite the fact that she was, I don't know if she's alive anymore, but she was alive for a long time, and people were like, she's dead. No, she's alive. She's right there.
Yes. So this is a rehash of the Goldfinger plot where he has a group of people around, shows them the plan, and then one of them doesn't get involved, and then he gets killed off. World domination.
Yeah, that's all they always want, world domination.
But yeah, what would that even mean? What would you get?
Be in charge of a bunch of dickheads?
That's about it, isn't it? Because Jeff Bezos is richer than this guy would ever be from this plan, and he's not anywhere near world domination.
Let's not forget how expensive it would have. It's expensive to run a country. How expensive would it be to run a world?
Yeah. Goldfinger, yeah. I watch it every Christmas Day because there's always a Bond film on Christmas Day as well, or used to be. But yeah, when I'm cooking lunch, I watch.
That's better than the Christmas Story.
Or Christmas Story 2.
I want to watch some movie about some kid wanting a BB gun. Watch James Bond.
I don't have to cut when he killing. Oh yeah, there's a bit later on where Christopher Walken goes crazy and killing people with a machine gun. It's a bit out of character for a Bond film because it's like 4 minutes long.
They're in a dirigible. What's called a dirigible?
A blimp.
just be nice and light up.
What's the scores?
In San Francisco too.
Yeah, it just suddenly cuts to San Francisco for some, but Bond doesn't know what's happening, but because of one mention at a party at the beginning of the film. There, one guy said he's a Texan oil thing that runs Soren's oil fields in San Francisco. So Bond just goes to San Francisco. No clue why. And then you got his CIA contact here, working in a fish bar.
Well, who was his American? What was it? Felix or whatever he's always talking.
Yeah, Felix Leiter. He's usually in it, but for some reason,
doesn't Felix die in one of the later movies?
He's licensed to kill. He gets eaten by a shark, and his wife gets shot on their wedding day. But he survives the shark attack, and I think he loses an arm and a leg. But he never comes back into the series because they've rebooted it again.
See what happens when you work with James Bond.
I think he was the only Felix in the Moore era to come back, or the old era, because it's like everyone else, it's a different version, different actor. And then Jeffrey Wright's in the new batch, so he's lucky enough to be in each film. Yeah, this actor's, was it David Yip? I think is the actor's name. He was in this and at the beginning of Temple of Doom, and then he was in a BBC TV series called The Chinese Detective, I think, which was set in England.
That name definitely sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I think it's because they just released a video game or something, I think, called that.
David Yip. Oh, The Chinese Detective. Right.
I just remember one of the greatest video games of all time. He is a James Bond game.
This one, it was a Commodore 64 game.
No, it's the one in N64.
Yeah, I still got an N64 with GoldenEye on. It does not look good on a big screen.
Stretches everything out.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, you have to put it 4:3 just to make it watchable. Oh, hang on. Alfred Molina. Hang on. I missed that comment. What were we discussing, Dutch? Have to remind me what I was talking about.
I think we're talking about that actor or somebody.
Ah, yeah. Everyone loves the GoldenEye. Yeah.
One of the reasons I wanted a working in 64 is just to play that game and Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I never actually completed GoldenEye because it gets bloody hard at the end. I think that that last jungle one.
The multiplayer part, was fun when you got together with friends.
Yeah. Every time I play it, I always get stuck in about the third level of the dam and then run out of time to play it.
But has there been a James Bond game since?
Loads. I was just going to say, I've been watching 101 Bronson's got a channel, and he did games today, and there was about 5 on the PlayStation 2, and then there's the PlayStation 3 had a couple. There was also the From Russia with Love, where Connery came back and voiced the character and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game. I played that on the Xbox 360 or before then. 360, I think it was. But yeah, there's GoldenEye Rogue Agent. That was on PlayStation 2 and Xbox. And then there was the GoldenEye with Daniel Craig in it, wasn't it? On the Wii, I think. They redid it. But yeah, never as good as the 64. And then there was several different non-film related ones where some of them had Pierce Brosnan in and some of them didn't. But yeah, there's quite a lot. I was surprised.
They had some skins for some of the old, like Sean Connery and stuff for the
yeah.
But they were never officially released because they didn't have agreements. They had agreements with the state with the people who did Bond, but not with the actors.
Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? Nope, they just shredded some guy.
You can't put the likeness in it without the permission.
Yeah, that's probably why Connery came back for so. I don't. Yeah, it was after he stopped making films. He did the voiceover and let them use his old likeness. But I think you get to use the jetpack and everything in that. I can't remember now. It was much like the Scarface game, I think. Did you ever play that?
I've been wanting to. I think that's like an art story of like what would happen had he survived afterwards.
I think so. Yeah, I seem to remember playing it. I can't remember the story though. It was fun because him swearing.
I see there's some Godfather ones.
Ah, yeah. I think I started the Godfather one. Don't think I got very far.
But I still want my James Bond, Mr. Bean crossover.
You write it. Maybe someone will do it.
Just because. I mean, it'd be awesome.
Well, there's 3 Johnny English films, but yeah, he's a bit not less Bean in that, isn't he?
What is he doing these days? I don't think I've heard his name in a while.
No, I don't think I've seen him in anything.
There was a while here, probably because of Mr. Bean, because Mr. Bean started airing here. His name was popping up, but
yeah, because he was in Rat Race in America, wasn't he?
Is that when he had? I think he did some movie. It might have been Rat Race where he had like narcolepsy or whatever.
That's him.
He just stopped running, just randomly fall asleep.
Yeah, he did. What was it? The 3rd John English film I saw him. The last thing I saw him. There was a Mr. Bean film, wasn't there? Of course, back in '97.
Dutch, I so want a copy of E.T. for Atari 2600.
I played it on an emulator, and I did. Oh, fucking hell! If you want to grab a shovel, we'll go and find the rest of them if you want.
They found them.
Oh, did they?
There's a documentary, and they found that there wasn't as many buried as they said.
Ah.
They were like looking at photos and information. They were able to find this spot.
Fucking hell.
They found ET games. They found other games. They found controllers. They found whole systems because apparently they were just going at this warehouses and just everything they had and start dumping it. There's a documentary. If you can, I forget the name of the documentary. They made a documentary. I can't remember the name of it.
I remember the documentary made before saying about it, but yeah, I didn't know they found it.
They're like talking about that urban myth, and they're talking about the rise and fall of Atari, and that's the looking. And also they go, "We found something," and they pull out, and it's just the end of an old Atari controller, the joystick. It's like, I think we found something.
Yeah.
And I think there was like some kind of debate about who was going to get, because it was a find, but it's like, does it go to whoever owns the Atari stuff these days or to the city?
Oh yeah, I guess, because I guess it doesn't apply if it's on the if it's rubbish, it's anyone's. But then if it's dumped in someone's land,
and after 30 plus years, the stuff actually looked like it was. For being underground, it wasn't actually that bad. You would think
the cellophane.
Yeah, you think after 30 plus years, a lot of that stuff would be rotten and.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just going to guard the telly. My tablet's off. 1 second. What's happened there? Yeah, just died. Yeah, that's weird. Give it a second. We'll try it. Hang on, I just swap tablets. Yeah. The other one stopped. The good one stopped working. Let's try to use the rubbish one. Right. But it's the sex seed anyway, so there's nothing to see here. All right, here we go.
You know, but ET got gets blamed for the American video game industry crash. It's not really ET. They had apparently some practices back then that weren't that good, but ET became the punching bag.
I bet. Right, hang on. Just turn this on. There we go. Should be coming in. Right. I think that's it. There we go. So, yeah. Why not bed the sexy Russian spy?
I've got to ask, with all this sex he's had over the decades, how has he not had a kid?
Yeah, that's it's very safe.
How has he not had a woman show up going, "Hey, you owe child support"?
Well, yeah, because it's 5 different women in this film.
Okay, the guy was a nympho.
Plus, there's an old rule about the hot tub, isn't there? Women getting pregnant from hot tubs.
Best way to spend your 24th birthday is in a hot tub. This I can testify to.
Oh, hang on. Would you mind excuse me for a minute? I just need to get my son into bed. I'll be a couple of minutes.
Okay, no problem.
You can watch the film. Thanks.
But Dutch, there is worse than E.T. There was a game about bikers. What was the name? It had the fully clothed sex scenes in it that became a joke. What was the name? Ride Hard or something like that. I can't remember. My worst game I ever played was Duke Nukem Forever. I can't remember the name. It's just like it was like bad controllers, bad story, bad acting, and these sex scenes where fully clothed. They don't unzip the pants or drop the panties. He doesn't unzip his pants. It's just they were trying to not get an adult rating on the game, so they went with that, and it's I can't remember the name of it, but it was pretty much torn apart. Has like been this, I believe, has one of the worst games. And then there's a big rig racing or whatever, where it's got no where you can drive through buildings and nothing happens. Or you can drive backwards super fast and nothing happens. If you ever get a chance, you look up some of the worst video games, and there's videos that talk about it on YouTube, and there's some doozies out there that would just have you rolling, laughing that, someone thought this was a good idea. Where are they heading? No problem.
Thanks for holding the thought.
No problem, man.
Oh, what's the game are we on about?
I was talking about the game that I forget what system it came out. It's like a biker game, and to get past, they have these sex scenes. Now to get past it being rated adult,
right?
The characters keep the clothes on. No unzipping. No nothing. There's some movements, and they're like sex scene. That's one way. It's just dry humping, basically. That's one way to get past not getting an adult rating.
Yeah. Because I remember, late 80s, they had digitized pictures for a strip poker game, and it was like very pixelated naked ladies. But
yeah, we got a little bit better on graphics.
Yes.
Now I guess he's playing like the creepy stalker guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's got the rifle. Is that?
Yeah, she's got a shotgun.
That can ruin somebody's day.
But spoiler alert, it's full of rock salt.
It looks like if she were to fire that, it'd probably throw her back.
Hang on. We're finding all sorts of bad Dutch. I once played a sex game on the Commodore 64. You had to learn a group of 5 or 6 people, and your objective was to tap the trigger button as fast as you could to perform the. I think I remember something like that.
They've had some doozies out there.
It's like that sperm shooting game as well, wasn't there?
Oh,
like Space Invaders. But you shot. Yeah. Anyway, we're off Bond topic again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the bad guys turn up. He starts shooting them, but nothing happens because they got the old rock salt.
Well, he that gun wouldn't knock him on his ass if he shot it. Her, it would. Oh, not the flower vase.
Oh, it's full of her dad's ashes, apparently. But when she does use it as a weapon, nothing's in it. So
Was that a cat? Was that a cat in that?
There was a cat for some reason, hiding from the fighting, and the man with a wig. Yeah. So
it didn't even really shadow. You figured that would have shadowed more, not just
yeah,
whatever that
became
was.
a hat. And he's still shooting at them with rock salt. Actually, I think this was the first Bond film to get a video game tie-in on the Commodore 64. It wasn't a good one. I think I played it on the Spectrum.
That'd be fascinating to look up the video game history of James Bond.
Yeah. Dutch. Yeah, he was 57, I believe. Dutch.
Not bad looking for an old man.
Well, he did have some touch-ups in between films. He lost his mole. He had a famous mole. He had that removed. He had some other surgery, allegedly.
The 80s variation of Botox.
Yeah. And then, he was 57 in this. And then I think he was the oldest to play James Bond because Connery was 52 when he did the unofficial one, Never Say Never Again. And that was 2 years before this.
Oh, and he could cook. Oh, bake.
Yeah, somehow he calls it an omelette, but it's a quiche. Because all she had was eggs and vegetables.
Blame the people that write this. They can't get it right.
And yeah,
he will say he makes an omelet. Shit, we don't got that, but we got something enough to make something else.
Yeah.
Oh, they ran down to the store and grabbed it.
That's fine. Because this was a Bond film released in America before it was released here. Because it was out in May '85 in the US, and then June '85 in the UK. Because normally nowadays it'd come out first because it's British, damn it. But I think it's because it was filmed in America. This one, from now on, San Francisco. The second half, they had the premiere in San Francisco.
What theater would that be? That wouldn't be the Chinese theater because that's not San Francisco.
I think that's LA, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's probably Apparently, Roger Moore and the mayor of San Francisco got on very well back then. And then, the one he's schmoozing.
He's in San Francisco. He can get Dirty Harry's help.
That'd be a team up. Yeah, so that's Tanya Roberts. She was in Conan the Barbarian, was it? No, the other one, Beastmaster. She was in Beastmaster before this.
Oh, damn. That movie I want to find a copy of. The first one, not the later ones.
Yeah, I saw the later ones, like the third one where he goes to modern day, a 90s LA.
Someone was paying attention to He-Man when they did that.
Yeah, she was a beauty, but not a great actress. Yeah. Because, she was in, was it Charlie's Angels?
That's what they went for looks. They still do that these days. They go for looks.
Sheena, yeah. She's nude in Sheena, isn't she? Because she's just bathing in a pool in Africa. That's like a PG film. But
PG 1980s is different than PG these days.
Yeah. She was I think in her 20s and he's in his 50s, and then apparently her mother was 45, so he's older than her real life mother.
Damn.
He made this. Yeah.
He's old enough to be her grandfather.
He probably was. I can't forgive Beast. The original Beastmaster's a hard watch because of that poor polecat sacrificing itself to save everyone.
Oh, she was in that 70s show? Wow.
Oh, yeah. I saw that because, I've not seen that much of that. But, she was...
I stopped watching that show shortly after The Rock's appearance on it.
Yeah, right.
Because it stopped interesting me because it seemed a lot of the episodes was pretty much the same thing.
I never got into it at all. So
we all knew what they were doing in that basement around that table, so...
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention it's Miss Moneypenny's that version of Miss Moneypenny's last part in this at the beginning. Yeah, I don't know if we see her again.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, Lois Maxwell. She's played it since Doctor No, I think. Or certainly the early Sean Connery ones, and then this was her final one.
When they brought her into the new movies, it was the second or third one they brought her in, and she was supposed to be like a former agent or something.
That's right. Yeah, she's in Skyfall, is it? Yeah,
I remember in one of the later movies, not one of the newer ones, she used VR or something.
That's right. Yeah, because in the Brosnan ones, yeah. And yeah, it's a different one in Living Daylights as well. She only did one film, I think.
They gave a bit of a background story in the because I think she was just like a secretary, receptionist or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the other one, she's like the later ones, the last ones, she was a former agent or something.
Yeah, because in the one in this one, the actress thought she'd be going to play M because this guy was the second M and he was getting on a bit, so she thought she'd be upgraded to M, and then she had a phone call to say from the producer saying you wouldn't be any more films with them.
Judi Dench is still the best M.
Yeah.
Sorry. Was it Dame Judi Dench?
Oh, yes, get it right. Very important. I think the actress. Yeah, I believe she worked on the same. Because there was, I don't know, was she several actors from the Qs and Ms and everything? Not Q, M and people were in the. Do you ever see the Sean Connery's brother did a Bond spoof? Well, not a Bond spin-off sort of thing.
So I didn't know he had a brother.
Well, exactly. He had a brother that made this one film, and a lot of the cast from the real Bond films are in it, but it's like a 60s film, and it's quite terrible, but it was just sold as Sean Connery's kid brother is a secret agent. It's got many different names. I think one of them is Operation Kid Brother. So depending which country you're in.
Yeah. 100 different names.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like
and that's even before you start to translate them when they get to other countries and they put them in different languages. When you translate them, they'll probably be in different names.
Yeah, I think Dutch is still here. What was Die Hard called in Europe? Dutch? I think that's got a different name. I seem to remember. Especially some European countries where it's translated as like the glass ceiling or something.
Oh man, we were supposed to get another Die Hard movie. But they got that thing.
Prequel.
It was supposed to have like some stuff, a prequel, and then have flashbacks to the past, and then something going. It's affecting something happening these days.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. I guess seeing McClane as a beat cop or something, wasn't it?
But yeah, because of his name skips my mind now. I'm having a brain fart here.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, because of that. If they haven't filmed any of it, that's going to be.
Yeah, it's a shame. Might be a CGI one. Same as they did Harold Ramis in Ghostbusters Afterlife, maybe.
And
that AI voice work they got now.
The one Star Wars prequel movie. The one with Peter Cushing, where they CGI'd his face.
Oh yeah, the Rogue One. Yeah, so it starts off all right, and then they got too cocky with it. They went overboard. I used to go places. Yeah, I saw that not long ago. Yeah, there's a Bond character in that. That is the Connery's brother again. Is it? That was in the 80s. Sorry, that's called Die Hard. Sorry, Dutch. I'm thinking of somewhere else. Maybe it's Spain or something.
Yeah, it's definitely Die Hard. Something about so probably someone going. We can't say the word die.
Because as I got you here, what does Die Hard mean then? I know it's to make a battery.
It just means to die hard. You're gonna die hard.
But then you die harder. So,
which was the second movie, I think. And then, wasn't one of them Die Hardest or something like that?
It was Die Hard, and then Die Hard with a Vengeance, and then Yeah, you had Live Free with Die Hard. We had Die Hard 4.0 instead. So
4.0.
Yeah, because it was an IT-based film. I mean, I had no
idea.
What
like 2.0 would be
2.0,
4.0.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
So yeah, was it just called Die Harder, or was it called Die Hard 2 Die Harder? Is what we got in the UK.
I think it's how we got it here too. I used to have the box set.
Used what?
Well, my parents had them all on VHS, and they got rid of them, and that was years and years ago. Before I realized that, collecting VHSs was something I might want to do.
Yeah, I sold all mine VHS for DVDs for nothing.
When I've been going to like secondhand stores, I gotta start looking for some of these James Bond movies, see if they start having them.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to have them on VHS. That's one thing to do with a can of hairspray.
Yeah.
I remember when my brother decided to show me that's what you can do. Not a smart idea. Show a little kid, do this. Stand there like I'm like a little kid going, oh, look what Big Brother can do.
Eyebrows. Yeah.
That hairspray did all that. They must have had a lot of like grease or something up there.
There's Molotov cocktails and everything he's made there. But yeah, somehow it's burning through metal wires on the lift, as we call it in the UK.
That would either have to be some really bad wires or extreme heat. Ridiculous amount of heat.
And a Molotov cocktail would burn for that long on a metal roof.
What are you using? Napalm?
Well, I suppose he could do. It's still going. Oh, stuntman like that. Take a shot every time there's a stuntman.
You'd be probably really drunk.
Yeah.
You gotta love movie logic sometimes.
Oh, yes.
They censored the dialogue of Die Hard 4 in the UK.
Oh, yes. Because I think, it's just that his famous catchphrase is drowned out by a gunshot when he shoots himself.
Oh, yeah. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, he said it.
But I got a bone to pick with UK.
Oh, no,
because of you, we have this whole headache with the Dinobots. Because you guys decided that the name, because one of them was called Slag. And apparently, UK didn't like that word, so now we have to call them Slug. All because of you guys.
Yes. Yes, a slag would be a lady who gets around a lot.
But it was all we're watching. It's Slag. It's Slag. No, you can't call him Slag anymore.
Well, we didn't have Ninja Turtles here. We had Hero Turtles.
Wasn't it the word ninja or something?
Yeah, you can have ninja or nunchucks or headbutts in films in the 80s, 90s.
I do own a pair of nunchucks, but I'm technically understanding I'm not supposed to legally own them. There's a slight possibility that they are illegal in my state.
That is weird with states.
But I legally bought them, so maybe you can own them privately, but just not, go outside and play with them.
It's like, hang on, yeah. The Netherlands, yeah. Anything goes in the Netherlands. Because, I think you can't get Human Centipede on DVD here. I think that's right. Or,
is that one of you guys? Is that one of those video nasties?
It must be, but I think it's Human Centipede. I can't remember. It's that type of film where you can't sell it without signing a waiver or something. But yeah, or it might be the Serbian film or whichever one it is. It's that sort of level. I don't think you can import or something without permission or something weird. I might be wrong.
That's why you got to do it secretly and not tell anybody.
Yeah. But yeah, anything goes.
You got the building on fire, and he's carrying it down, and some random shot of some guy in the crowd getting drunk.
Yeah, there's the tramp who saw it all start, and then he's getting very invested, and Bond slips, or Bond stuntman, and then he drops his beer, his whiskey, or whatever, and he doesn't really care because the tramp is more concerned with Bond saving the woman.
I've known people who would cry over dropping a beer. I've seen it firsthand, and it's quite a shocking sight to see.
Yeah, a tramp dropping half a bottle of whiskey, he's going to regret that later on.
Reminds me, I gotta get some more pot.
And we did smoke pot ourselves, I think that was in the 90s. But Deuce Bigelow 2 says he goes to the Netherlands, I think, doesn't he?
Does he? Deuce.
But goes to Amsterdam.
I forgot about that movie. Wasn't that I blocked it out? I just forgot about it. I have never seen all of it.
Man whore and his mangina.
Two cities in America that it would be funny to have a fire in: San Francisco and Seattle.
How is it?
Seattle burnt down.
That is true. I remember now because the Night Strangler Kolchak film. They visit the
Seattle
underground bit. Yeah, because they just built them straight over the top, which is weird.
They actually had to close it down for a bit because we had an earthquake about 20 years ago.
Oh right, yeah.
So they closed it. They closed it down until they felt it was safe. Did he steal a fire? He stole a fire truck.
Yeah, and apparently Roger Moore was a better driver of it than the stuntman.
I would complain about it, but I've done this countless times in GTA.
Yeah, plowing through the hose going.
It's not going out the random players, shit with the hose. It's the funnest thing in the world when they try to get up and get you, and they just.
There you go.
And driving one in real life might be fun too.
Yeah.
Except taking a corner would be a bitch. Because look how long that thing is. How you'd have just to turn, take a corner.
Hey DMC, how are you doing, sir? Good day to you. And Cheech and Chong movie did a movie.
Yeah. Which one was that?
I don't think I've seen one of their films.
Was that Still Smoking?
Good. I'm just happy you own it. I've got the X rental of this, which is pretty neat. And I got 2 other copies. Hey.
Now I might have a new mission. See, I got a couple old Betamax tapes. What if I can find any of the Bond ones on Betamax? That would be something.
Yeah, we didn't get much Betamax over here. I guess Al Bundy had it all in America.
Still Smoking. It is Still Smoking.
I need to catch up on those films. Own it on VHS. Okay, you got this as well.
Still Smoking. They did one based on what they call the Kosakin brothers or whatever. Where if you hit one brother, the other one would fill it. And one of them was all getting drunk, and the other guy's trying to tell the woman he loves her, but the booze is affecting him, so he's all getting drunk. But like, I love you. Realizes what's going on. He goes to hunt his drunk ass goes to hunt down his brother. Like, screw you.
Is that like 4 or 5 films they made, didn't they?
Let's see, Up in Smoke, Still Smoking. The one with the brothers. Yeah, they appears in other ones because.
I guess. Yeah, I still need to catch up on those.
A Chase in San Francisco.
And it's always. They can't have a San Francisco without.
You can't. In big cities, in America, you can't really do car chases realistically. It's too congested.
Yeah. That's why whenever there's one set in London, it's always a joke that they're tear-assing around like Fast and Furious. but they did the London one. They're always like terracing around. They wouldn't get. There's like traffic lights every 100 meters here, so they wouldn't be going anywhere.
Well, someone showed me a picture, and the fire truck. It was like a fire or something, but there was so many cars parked along the street, the truck couldn't really get through. Like, goddamn! I thought it was. We have it in America. I thought it was bad here. It's not bad as you guys got. Make your roads wider.
Yeah. Well, I live just off the motorway here, or the freeway, and just north of here, it's a crossroads of two motorways off. And then in the summer, everyone is coming from the north to the south. It's going past us. And it's a car park most Friday nights because that's when everyone travels down. And then there's always an accident. And then there's rubbernecking on both sides and people going nowhere fast. It used to take me, one time it took me 3 hours to get what normally took 45 minutes.
Damn.
And I didn't even that far to go. So, yeah, we only have 3 lanes. So
in Seattle, they have this event called it's like Seafair or something like that. And they had the blue, the Jets, the Blue Angels. It's normally a 10-minute bus ride to Seattle. It took forever, and it was hot. And I was on the bus going, "I'm gonna be late." Because I was that time, I was working the rebates. I'm thinking, "I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. How am I gonna explain this to my boss?" Walk in, Blue Angels, wasn't it? How'd you know? They completely excused me.
Oh, bless. Yeah, I was in London once, and it was about... We had left central London, which is a nightmare anyway, at 5 p.m. And we didn't get to Heathrow, which is about, 8-10 miles away, till like 5 hours later or something. It was just stop, start all the way.
Do you know what a traffic jam in farm country is? A tractor and 3 trucks.
Yeah.
When you see a whole bunch of cars, you go, why? They're like, oh my God, is this Seattle?
I'm staying away from the big city. Ah, the original Dutch extra you used twice. Bloody hell.
That was when he was supposed to pose with a Japanese guy, whatever, and
yeah, the one that you couldn't.
What the? You can't even. He doesn't really. Sean Connery doesn't really look like a Japanese guy in that movie.
Hey, he can play anything. He's been a Russian sub captain. He's been
in a mortal
sword fighter. Yeah,
yes. With a Spanish name.
Yeah, he spent some time in Spain where he got the accent. They were in a film with Scorsese.
That'd be something to see.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome.
Walken plays a good villain.
Yeah, he's the first Oscar winner to be in a Bond film. He was he won that Oscar for, what was it? Deer Hunter, was it? That's a depressing film.
Is that the one where he does the plays Russian roulette?
Yeah. It's not a fun film.
And boys and girls, don't play Russian roulette.
Yeah, you won't win that one.
Don't Google it either.
I was just gonna. Yeah, because this is.
Focus is getting a little off.
Oh, blurry. Hang on, is it going to sort itself out? Here we go.
Let's see. Dead Zone was because I have. Let me see.
Do you have
it says I have it on a box set, so.
Oh yeah, what have I got? I don't have it.
83. Dead Zone was 83.
Ah, so yeah, he did make that first then.
But the way he was in the first Prophecy movie was pretty cool. I liked him the way he was. First time I recall seeing Virgo Madison Musin or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah.
He plays like the devil or whatever. He plays the devil or whatever.
Yeah. Because where is that? I'm trying to find what year did that come out? Prophecy there, 95. Oh, so
about 10 years after
straight to video here. I don't know if it came.
Oh, we had it in the theaters.
Yeah. I don't remember it making it. Yeah, because I saw him in Nick of Time the other day with Johnny Depp. Yeah, he's still going, isn't he? Because what's he making now?
His appearance on Saturday Night Live. We need more bell.
More cowbell. I'm getting a thing for more. Doot, 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 doot.
That's like the one thing a lot of people can probably remember about was more bell.
Oh, he's in the new Severance TV show. I didn't know that.
I want to know who's on what show, but I don't watch TV, so.
No, I don't get to watch much.
There's there's hardly anything good on.
I know he was in Joe Dirt as well, wasn't he?
Oh, Joe.
Balls of Fury. He was the bad guy in that, wasn't he?
I think I remember that one.
Ping pong balls. Ping pong game, but like Enter the Dragon. Certainly had a varied career. So yeah, here we go.
Working in the mines.
Yeah, this is all a set, which is quite. It certainly looks like what a cave would look like.
You just need something that looks cold and wet. Go, it's a cave.
Yep. Because we've got some caves here around where I am called Wookiee Hole. And then big, massive underground hollows.
I do have, I see that Be Kind Rewind, I do have a few tapes that actually still have that sticker on it.
Yeah, we never really had Be Kind Rewind here.
I remember that. I was thinking, I remember the first time I was like, one of my videos opened up and I saw that, I got a great big smile because I remember that.
Yeah.
I was not always kind.
No, because some parents would find you for not rewinding, didn't they?
Yeah, but if it was a bad movie, they're like, screw it. I was at a secondhand store and they had the machine, the video rewinder machine.
Yeah.
Just no power cord for it. So if I remember right, but I was like, look at this thing like at first I hadn't seen one in years, so I'm looking at this. What is this? What is this? Oh, rewounder.
Yeah, Be Kind Rewind. Yeah, did get Blockbusters did have the sticker on there to rewind, but
oh, you mean Ball Buster?
Yeah.
I had a friend. He returned a video and it was late. They were so excited that he had fees, and then the guy, he goes, he's like, oh, I gotta look at more fees. Oh, there's no more. He got all depressed. I pray to God he was kidding around. If he was being serious, that's messed up.
Yep.
Walken would make a great villain in a superhero movie.
He was in Batman Returns, but he was only
he was an evil businessman, so he was like he was a secondary villain.
Yeah, I don't know who. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow. He was the Hessian. But yeah, I'm trying to think.
Now, what kind of mine was that?
I don't know. It's just empty, I think, because they're just loading it with explosives to cause.
Because depending on what gases are in there, it wouldn't be smart to fire a gun.
Yeah, or light. Yeah, she's got a lighter. He's got a gun.
With the spark could cause something.
Yeah, that's Here we go. It's just about. He's just about to start this, mowing people down for 4 minutes.
He's got a crummy, retirement plan if you work for him.
Yeah, causes Mayday to change sides. And he kills our friends. Head again.
Oh, she's down the hole.
Yeah, she just. Well, yeah. Why isn't it signposted?
Hazardous work. If you're supposed to have a safe and healthy work environment.
Yeah, you should have
I'm talking to HR.
Yeah, should have a barrier around it at least.
I'm going to talk to my human resource representative. I'm not upset about the bullets. It's about the hole.
Yeah, she nearly fell in it. There's a lawsuit, isn't it? He could. Yeah, so yeah. Chris Walken gets all his money, and then she can take it off him for negligence.
Walken sung in a movie?
Ooh. Oh, yes, Pennies from Heaven.
I'm going to have to look that one up.
I just saw that on the list. Yeah, Steve Martin and Pennies from it, with Steve Martin as a musical. Because it was a massive failure, a bomb when it came out, but it was based on the UK TV series. But yeah, with Bob Hoskins, I think, was in the British one. But I'm guessing you know Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Yeah.
The scene on the bus where John Candy gets him to sing a song. Steve Martin starts singing 3 coins in a fountain, each one a memory. Apparently that's from Pennies from Heaven. And it's a bit of a joke because no one on the bus knows it because no one went to see the film he's singing it from. And then John Candy starts singing the Flintstones, which everyone knows.
I'm seeing working for Walken is a really bad idea right now.
Yeah. These are just like miners and laborers, and he's just gunning them down for no reason. And drowning them.
I like watching the videos of Steve Martin when he's playing the banjo.
Yeah, he is bloody good at that. Yeah, I need to check it out again. Pennies from Heaven. If I can find it somewhere.
Look on Tubi.
Everyone's on Tubi. I don't know if we get Tubi here, but I use a VPN anyway.
They should advertise the shit out of that and all. They got a lot of YouTubers to sponsor them. And who they sponsor. It used to be some mobile app game you'd always hear about. Oh, Rich Wallet. Now it's VPN. Everybody's talking about VPN. I guess we have to be like angry video game nerd big to talk about VPN.
Yeah. I could spot. What have I got here now? I got nothing. Polaroid VHS. The best VHS you can buy. This one's got Princess Bride on this one.
I have a mystery tape, and I gotta get my VCR out. The tape says it's supposed to be one of those interactive video ones they used to do, but that's not the tape in there. I gotta remember where I put it. It just says 43 more minutes or something left on this tape. So I gotta get my VCR out and figure out where I put this tape and see what's on there. Somehow I'm a little scared because it's from this area I live in. It's probably gonna be something disgusting.
Ooh, definitely watch it then. Yeah, I picked up a load of tapes the other day. One of them was an X-Rental Manhunter box, which I saw in the picture I really wanted. And then I open it, and it's got a blank tape, and it just says Glastonbury 2003. So someone had put the wrong tape in it. So, and then it turns out that wasn't on the tape anyway. It was just TV shows.
Used to take like regular tapes, ones you weren't supposed to have the record on. It was like put a piece of tape or something, was it? You put it over there, and you'd be able to record on it.
Yeah. Because
I remember doing that. And then you would take a whole bunch of whiteout. With me, it'd be like a load of whiteout to walk out what it would have been before. I got a little crazy with the whiteout.
Don't think I even got any more. Oh, yeah. Cool. This one's got Fistful of Dollars and Terminator on it, this one.
There's a mix.
Ooh. I had one the other day I looked over, it said Wet and Wild on one, and then the next label it said Mad Max 3. So I thought, ooh, what could it be?
Wet and Wild?
Yeah, what do you think it was?
Sounds pornographic.
It was a Disney compilation show of wet and wild animals.
I'm just saying that kind of sounds, In fact, I believe Playboy put out a whole video called that.
That's what I was expecting, but no, it was Disney, and it was Mad Max 3 on it after that.
So you're gonna think, you're gonna see some naked women. You've seen Mickey and Minnie Mouse playing in a pool.
Yeah.
But do you remember those interactive videotapes?
I got some of the board game ones upstairs.
This one, I'm trying to remember where I put it.
Because I don't know how it works. Does it say fast forward to this point?
I never really had one, but I always thought it was cool. It's too bad it's not what's actually, it's just the case, but someone put a tape in, but it's too bad. Because that would have been cool to have one. Oh, he's blowing up the dirigible.
Oh, yeah, because it's inflating in like 2 minutes. But apparently it takes 24 hours in reality.
Movie magic.
Yeah. Here we go. I want to watch.
Ooh, there's a mystery tape. No label.
Oh.
But part of it is that those labels on them, I've had this happen. It happened to one of my betas where the label just fell off.
So they dry up, don't they? The glue.
Yeah, you could take tape or you could take like a good amount of glue. Well, just a little bit of glue, like a glue stick or whatever. Yeah, and you just put it on. I usually put it on both the back of the sticker and the tape and just do it like that.
Yeah, so you can't.
Oh, a Thailand sex tape.
Oh, hang on. I didn't see that.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be dodgy, even worse than that if it's Thailand.
That'd be like, get a James Bond video. Go, I'm going to watch a James Bond VHS he put in, and it's Debbie Does Dallas.
Wow, yeah.
And that would be a surprise to see a Thailand sex tape.
That would, yeah. Especially, yeah, you think what you're going to watch.
Oh, it's going to be family movies. It's going to be Bambi. It's going to be, what? And
this is probably the worst bit. Where is it? No, we missed it. No, it's coming up. Tape featured sex tape. Poor Dutch.
Could have been worse. Could have been like, a relative's home sex video. Is that auntie and uncle? Oh, God.
Oh, my eyes. Wash my eyes.
Next family dinner you have, you're just sitting there like, why won't you look at your aunt?
Oh. Dear.
Was he trying to save somebody?
He's planting the bomb. Oh, he's defusing the bomb, so it doesn't look, I should say.
Oh, he has 2 minutes to take out the bomb.
Yeah, of course. He'll have a few seconds to spare.
They always do that in movies. You notice that? Right down to the wire.
Yeah, you think by now it's not that exciting. But
oh, so it wasn't a good porn, huh? Well.
Oh.
Is there anything? There's no such thing as good porn. I saw an interview where an actress from a porn actress from Japan explained why they tend to act like it's all like they're crying like it's like it's assault. It's like apparently they like it over there. Oh, they got to make it look like it's not consensual or whatever, so they act like that. Oh God, 1970s. Oh,
legal porn, Dutch legal porn from the 70s.
70s regular 70s movies could be something else, but 70s porn, no, I won't.
It's like over-the-counter stuff in the UK in the 80s and 90s. It was all edited, so there's no penetration shown. So it was legal to have it if you didn't show anything happening. But then, of course, DVDs
guess...
came along and that changed. And then there was all stuff from Dutch's neck of the woods that was always imported.
Nowadays, even if it's edited essentially in your country, you can just go online and find it uncut.
Well, yeah, that was before the internet. You should definitely do a video on them, Dutch. I did one because I found one ex-rental porn video that came in a collection I picked up, and I did a video on it on YouTube, but I had to pixelate it. So, I didn't say you should watch it. You might show off the box or something.
That was back before they got the concept of shaving. Shaving and trimming.
Well, here we go. Grace Jones is out of it.
She didn't have Conan there to help her.
Uh-oh. Mayday. Oh no, she's already gone. Now this is the weirdest kidnapping ever. Kidnapped by blimp.
I mean, it can be done. It's just...
Well, she doesn't notice it, and they just bundle her
How
in.
can you not notice it? Those things probably aren't exactly quiet. They're not stealth-like.
And still, they're not that controllable that they could dip down, pick someone up.
You gotta dip down silently. Let's not forget something that big. That big is gonna definitely cast a shade. Shadow.
She can't hear, but she can hear James shouting at her. Yeah, watch anything. Thank you for doing your service, Dutch.
Someone's got to make the sacrifice, lose the sanity.
Does he stay through the credits, though?
Nowadays, you have to. Plenty of things there.
Do they do that in the porn parodies? I would know.
If they do a Marvel one, who knows? They might.
They'd have to, wouldn't they?
X-Men XXX. Into the credits, we have a bonus scene. It's Batman and Black Widow.
Have you ever been to San Francisco?
Long time ago. It's where my dad's from.
Because they just did a shot then that showed the city, and then long way away in the distance, they had the Golden Gate Bridge. So
last time I was there was back in '92, spring of '92, and that's because I was visiting my dad's family. So, but it's I don't recall seeing the San Francisco Bridge back then. That was 30 years ago.
Outside of town, by the look of it, miles away. I guess that's movie magic. It makes it always look like it's in.
Yeah, it's
in town. Yeah, because it's right. Yeah, you can see some of those long distance shots.
I remember we had a guy every morning right outside my grandmother's house. He would just start burning rubber. That's how it would wake you up.
He would do what?
Burn rubber.
Oh,
it's like for some reason outside my grandmother's house. Every day wake up like, God damn it. Have you ever seen how they do the houses in San Francisco?
Like Pacific Heights.
Like, the house above the garage and the steps up on the side to get into the house.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I hated those steps because they're not short, so it's not a large amount of steps, but it's enough to get it be annoying to have to go up and down, up and down.
I bet. Yeah, if you're not, especially with carrying something.
Oh, yeah.
If you get your furniture in.
Small backyard.
Oh. More terrible blue screen.
Yeah, they're not going to let them do that near the actual Golden Gate.
No, apparently, yeah. They got a couple of shots of the stuntman climbing up to the top, and then.
But with the dirigible. Yeah, well, the thing is, you'd have to stop traffic and stuff.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to use, like, a miniature probably for some of the... Like this, that it was a miniature probably.
Yeah. I think, if you see the top of it with the blimp, it's a miniature, and then they also had probably a realistic sized top of it. Yeah, and then that shot where Bond is on it, you can actually see That was one of the few shots. There it is. They got of it on it.
I should really, one of these days, I really need to save up the money and go down and visit my family down there in San Francisco. It'd be fun to see how much has changed since '92, which it has.
Oh yeah.
Complete, like they had to make like a replica somewhere and put it up. Just a little bit, like sections of it.
Yeah, Bullet and Vertigo. I watched Bullet the other day. It still holds up. It's still a great film.
I have to go with Dirty Harry.
Yeah, Dirty Harry. I was going to watch one of those as well, but I didn't have time. But I do like San Francisco, and it's portrayed in films.
It's from what I remember in '92, it was a nice looking place. I mean, I enjoyed it. But I had the bonus that I was visiting family I hadn't seen in over 10 years. So that was the highlight for me.
Although stay away from the bridge because it's always in trouble, isn't it? You got blimps crashing, Magneto stealing it, Terminators blowing it up, or gorillas running across it.
Oh yes, there's earthquakes, typhoons, and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, was it San Andreas? It takes it out.
How many times has San Francisco? How much hell has the San Francisco Bridge? San Francisco itself been through?
Yeah, it's always taken out.
What is it? Alcatraz or whatever that the prison that's in the bay got destroyed in one of the Star Trek movies.
I was just thinking Star Trek Into Darkness plows into the rock, does it, and then takes off back into the city and plows into that. That one's also great.
San Francisco probably is the one place in movies that's been destroyed more times than any other state or city in America. Because it goes San Francisco, Tokyo. When they destroyed England, they destroyed England a few times.
Yeah, London's Big Ben always gets destroyed.
Big Ben gets blown right up.
They never miss a chance for Big Ben.
It's like, hey, okay, we need to blow a familiar landmark up. Big Ben.
Yeah.
Why not the Royal Palace? No, Big Ben.
Yeah, because what would LA have blown up?
LA, the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, that's always going up, isn't it?
Or the Chinese theater might be another one there that would do.
Yeah.
But it'd be the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, that definitely says LA, doesn't it?
Yeah, because you have to go with landmarks that people would know. So yeah, the Big Ben, people might know that more than the Palace.
Yeah, because the Palace, just looks like a massive building.
It's like if you're gonna blow something up in France.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal.
Italy would be the leaning tower of Pisa, whatever you call it.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's Moneypenny for her last appearance. Crying. Yeah.
Always every time the end is he always ends up with the girl and then gets busted.
Yeah, no, and they're always worried. Oh, he didn't survive. We haven't seen him in a week, and then they track him down, and he's somewhere.
One of them, which one was it? They had it was Q has a line of I think he's trying to do re-entry.
Yeah, I think that was Moonraker.
Yeah, the end is like, oh god. Now there's your cat.
Yep. And you got this very expensive robot wandering around when they could just someone must have put it in the house because it couldn't get in the house on its own. So
Q has definitely seen more of Bond than anyone's ever wants to.
Yeah. He must be outside in the van. He could have just gone in. Dutch has been doing my homework for me again. The film was not Godzilla, was it? It's Tarzan. 48 movies and counting, is it?
Wow.
Oh, excuse me.
Because it was Godzilla that kept taking breaks. And if you notice, each break, if you look at Godzilla, after each break, the number of movies they did got shorter. So 54 to 74, 75 was when the most amount of movies they did. And then 84 till 90 something was less, and then the next one is less. It gets less and less each time. That's why we've had what 5 maybe after this last time we've had like 5 maybe, not counting the American ones.
How much is Japan has left?
I mean, poor Japan. Should have a fundraiser for them. Can you imagine being an insurance company for some of these places?
Well, yeah, it's like
be the insurance company that covers Big Ben every time it gets blown up.
Yeah. Nope. James Bond will return.
I'm gonna be interested to see what they do with the next one, because he's still got popularity after all these years. He's same popularity.
I think they might just do a lower budget one next time, because this last one was like 250 million or something to make.
Oof.
Yeah.
Remember when it only took about $1 million or $2 million to make a movie?
Yeah. It's like, it's the biggest film ever, 30 million.
Yeah, you go, okay, we spent $3 million to make this movie. We need to make back at least 10 million.
Yeah.
To get a profit. Now you're like, 100 million. We need to make back about close to $1 billion.
Yeah, because it's like marketing is the same cost as a film now.
You know that marketing has gotten pretty bad. You know that I have not really, outside of online, I haven't really seen anything for when they did the Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Yeah.
And the reason why the Ratchet and Clank movie did bad, I saw no advertiser for it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that it was coming out when it did, had it not been for seeing a few advertisements for it online. But Bond is one I can see them getting behind.
Yeah, because they delayed the latest one so many times because they needed it to make a profit. They need people to go see it in the cinema. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they were done for.
It has to make back what they spent, and for the movie, for the advertising, for the actors, got to make all that back and a profit. And last I saw, I don't think Sonic 2 was making that much money. I haven't looked.
Yeah.
In a while.
It's at least broken even.
Yeah, but it's
enough to keep them going, especially when
they don't want to report a loss. I mean, the shareholders are going to want that.
Yeah.
But Bond is a profitable one, so.
Yeah, it's like when they brought out the Justice League, when they made Joss Whedon do it, they had to get it out so the executives could get their bonuses. That was the only reason they rushed it out.
But also is because he had to leave because his daughter, his daughter committed suicide.
Jack Snyder left. Yeah,
and then we got all that drama, and then we got there's two. There's there's like 3 different versions of the movie.
Right, I know 2.
There's the Josh Whedon one. Then there's the one, the Snyder one. There's a black and white one.
Ah, yeah.
I think it's the same as the Snyder cut. It's just black and white.
Yeah, because Mad Max Fury Road did that, didn't they? The Chrome version.
48 romantic dramas. Hey, there's people out there that like to see romantic movies. So 48 of them? I don't know.
And America haven't remade it yet? That's the biggest shock.
If they have, they've probably borrowed the idea. There's one coming out.
Change it just enough.
They have one's called Last Train to New York coming out with working on. It is in fact the American adaptation of Train to Busan.
I did hear about that, yeah.
When they announced that, it was like, ugh.
Well, they're remaking The Raid as well, aren't they?
If you have a good movie from another country and you want a country that's going to screw it up, red, white, and blue, baby, we can screw it up. We're good at it. Look what we did to Godzilla.
Yeah. Several times.
Back in the 90s. But you know that we even did Red Dwarf?
I did see that. I've seen it. Yeah.
And Sailor Moon.
And Only Fools and Horses, I think, which is a British show.
Which is why America can never honestly do a James Bond movie.
Well, Our Man is Flint. Our Man Flint, or whatever it is.
They're doing the one with Chevy Chase?
Fletch.
Which they're going to be doing another. They're going to be doing another one, but I don't know if it's going to be linked to the other ones because there was a whole book. There's a whole book series.
Yeah, it's a shame not more of those got made. That would have been good.
But they're working on one.
Yeah, I think in the 90s, what was it? Kevin Smith was going to make one with Ben Affleck, maybe. There you go. Coda's a remake, and it went on.
Well, if you get the right person to do it, the right writer, it could be good. But you get like something like REC, R-E-C, which is a Spanish movie. It is a really bad example of a remake, but they got to make it so that it can fit the American audience. So they knew if you put in a priest sexual assaulting a girl and demons and stuff, because of that sexual assault, it would upset American audiences. So they took that out. So you gotta translate it for what that country's audience. So
see if it'll play in the Midwest,
and that will what upsets.
Matt Helm, yeah, he was pretty cool. Yeah, Dean Martin spy thrillers or comedies or whatever they were.
I mean, there was a time in America we loved all westerns.
Yeah.
Now we don't.
Just a tad.
It's all turning a TV show into a movie and ruining it. Ripping someone else's idea off from another country.
Yeah.
Another superhero movie.
And I think with a budget of 200 million, and you're right. Can't fail.
Just you better hope. And with nowadays, you have streaming services, so not that many people can. I mean, you spend for what was it? Disney is like $16 American. Not Disney. HBO Max is like, I forget how much it is. It's cheaper to get HBO Max than it is sometimes to go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
And you can stay home and not have to spend money on soda, popcorn, and treats.
And 30 minutes of trailers and adverts.
Which are the best part of a movie. You can sit there and go, okay, that looks good. I'm going to see that. No. Yes. No.
Isn't it past your bedtime, Alfie? Oh, they just you did an Exit Wounds watch party, did you? Seagal's last good film. Let's see what's he up to now.
Seagal looks like he ate Seagal.
He's still making movies. Bloody bugging, you know. He's making. He's not. He's standing still while people send stuntmen in, Roger Moore style, I guess.
Yeah, and he's pro. I think he might be pro Russian or something because he was over there.
Just a tad. He's still there, I think. Yeah. There you go. Oh, change the ending. Is that? Yeah, I remember that. I saw that in the cinema, the American remake. I forgot they actually up the ending.
Okay, I believe there was a movie about a guy being buried. Someone being buried that was a remake of a remake, probably. The Vanishing. That's The Vanishing.
That's it. The Vanishing. That's the one he's on.
Was a remake of a remake of a movie that got made years ago.
So yeah, that's. I was very upset when I saw The Vanishing. Yeah, from '93. Well, I saw it in the cinema. I liked it because I didn't know it was a remake, and then a couple of years I watched both, and I watched the foreign version first, and then I watched the second one, and I thought the American version had the same ending, but it didn't. They have a happy ending in the end.
They did that to Carrie.
Oh yeah,
in the TV movie. She's alive. The ending of the remake of Night of the Living Dead. Love the movie, but Barbara's alive.
Yeah.
The last Bond movie, I wanted to see it in the theater. unfortunately, I couldn't. Things going on here, so.
Yeah, we had a good time, Alfie. Hope you did with your exit wounds. Right. Right, I think we shall call it a night if that's all right with you, Echo.
No problem. I gotta go work on that terracotta.
You gotta go back.
Lighthouse.
Still work day for you.
Yeah,
almost bedtime here.
I'm a bunch of painting stuff, but yeah, it was a blast.
Thank you. It's nice to have you.
So I'm gonna go work on this. I'll catch you later, man.
All right, take care. Thanks again. I'll see you next time.
You too.
Right. Bye. Oh, hang on. Let me remove that. I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. Good night, Dutch. Thanks for joining us again. Yeah, I haven't seen it in years, the remake. All right. Take care, Alfie. See you next time, everyone.